Hello, welcome to the second session of Vedic Mathematics. In the previous session, we have learned about squaring technique of sum of the number. I'm sure all of you remember that we have learned about number ending with a 5, 25 and 1. So in this session, we are also going to learn some more squaring techniques. So the number ending with 9 and some of the broader numbers we will just learn about that how we can use Vedic technique. Have a look our session objective. So in this session we are going to learn about number ending with 9, any number between 25 to 75 and a squaring of any number between 76 to 125. So let's first of all learn about squaring of number ending with 9. You see, this is very simple technique. Here we are using the algebraic formula, that is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. For instance, suppose there is a number which is represented by x9 where x is any natural number. It may be 1, 2, 3, any number. So if you have to find the square of x plus 9, then we can write simply x9 as 10x minus 1 whole square. So this become our a square. So this become 2ab and this is going to be b square. Let's take one example. For instance, if you want to find the square of 29, it's very simple. 29 can be easily written as 30 minus 1. Okay, now you can easily maneuver this number. So a square of 30 become 900. So 900 into 2 into 30 again into 60 plus 1. So answer going to be 841. Similarly, if you want to learn the square of 79, very simple. Again we have to maneuver 80. 80 square is going to give you 64. 64 minus 280, that is 160 plus 1. So this is going to give 6241. Here technique is very simple. We just want to take one number that is ending with 0, because we know very well any number if we take which is ending with a 0, then it is very easy to do a square of that particular number, and by simple calculation we can easily get we can easily maneuver the number and we can get the answer. So instead of doing a long multiplication, if we use this particular formula, then it will be very easy to find the square of any number which is going to end with 9. Okay, so let's do some exercises. If you want to find the number of 39 square, so it's very simple. What we have to do, we have to maneuver the 40 minus 1 whole square. Right, so all these things will eventually end into a mental calculation. So 40 square, that is going to be 1600 minus 40 plus 1. Okay, so this is going to give you 1521. Similarly for 49 square, what we have to do, 50 minus 1 whole square. So it's easy, that is 2500 minus 100 plus 1. So it is going to give you 2401. Similarly for 59 into 59, what we have to do, 60 square first of all we have to find. Okay, that is 3600 minus 120 plus 1. Okay, similarly for 69 into 16, what we have to do, that is 70 square. Okay, so this is 4900 minus 140, that is 70 into 2 plus 1. Similarly for 89, what we have to do, 90 square, that is 8100 minus 90 into 2, okay, 180 plus 1, right? So in the similar manner, do these sums. Though the time is given 8 minutes, but I am sure you require just 2 minutes, right? Have a look at the answers. Okay, so I am sure it's very easy. The moment you want to do a squaring of any number ending with 9, simply you have to remember the famous formula, that is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. That's it. Okay, now let's learn the squaring of any number between 25 to 75. Okay, for this what we have to do, we have to take 25 as a benchmark. Okay. Now our first job is to find the x. Now what is x? X is the deficit or surplus when any number for which I want to know the square is going to be compared with 50. Okay. So in the answer, what will happen? The x square is going to be our right hand side and 25 plus x is going to be our left hand side. Okay, let's take one example. For instance, if you want to do a square of 42, right? So the very first step will be compare 42 with 50. So it means we will subtract 50 from 42. So what is my answer? My answer is minus 8. So naturally this minus 8 is the x. The x square is going to be 64. Our right hand side of the answer will be 64. Now for left hand side, what we have to do? We have to add 25 plus x, since x is minus 8, so naturally we have to subtract it. So if we subtract 8 from 25, we will get 17. So we will keep 17 over here, right? So now this is the answer, that is 1764. Easy. Let's take one more example. Now we want to do the 36 square. Okay. So very simple. First of all, the very first step is to compare 36 with 50. So we will get 14, right? So minus 14. So minus 14 square is going to give you 196. Okay. So this 96 is going to be our right hand side. So this is the 96 and 1 is going to carry it forward. Okay. This is going to be carried forward, right? For left hand side, what we have to do? Again, we have to subtract 14. This is going to be 11 and this one was carried forward, then it is going to be added over here, right? So this become 12. Okay, so 12 is going to be the right hand side of the answer, that is 1296. Okay, 1296 is going to be the answer, right? Have a look at one more example. Now we want to find the square of 64. You see, now I have taken a number which is more than 50. Okay, so what we will do? First of all, we will compare with 50. So here it is 14, rather plus 14, right? So right hand side again is going to be 96, 196. So the last two digit 96 is going to be the right hand side answer. For left hand side, what we have to do? We have to add 14 into 25. Okay, and 1 is the carried forward. 39 plus 1, it makes 40. So 4096 is the answer. I am sure it is easy and all of you have been able to understand it. I hope you can easily maneuver any number between 25 to 75. You see why this number has chosen? Because you see what happens if you compare any number from 50 to 25 or 50 to 75, then by mental calculation you can easily do the subtraction or additions. Okay, so that's why if we can easily find out the value of x, then by this particular simple formula we can find the square in just one step. Okay, let's do some exercises. Right now here we have to find the square of 39. Okay, so in case of 39, again we will compare with what? 50, right? 50 minus 39, it is going to give 11. 11 square is going to give 121, right? So our right hand side answer is going to be 21. 1 is going to be carried forward. Okay, now for left hand side, what we have to do? We have to 25 minus 11 plus 1. Okay, that means 1521. Easy. Similarly for 43 into 43, what we have to do? Again we have to compare with 50. 7 is the last difference. So minus 7 into minus 7, naturally it is going to be 49. So 49 is going to be your right hand side. For left hand side, again what we have to do? 25 minus 7, right? Because 7 was the difference. Okay, so this is going to be 1849. Similarly, if you want to find the square of 58 into 58, what we have to do? Again, we have to compare with 50. Now, 8 is the value of the x. So naturally, our right hand side is going to be 64. Okay. And for left hand side, what we have to do? 25 plus 8. Okay. So 25 plus 8, it makes 33. So that is the answer. Easy. Now you can do it for rest of the 3. Time is given 4 minutes, but I am sure you need less than it. Do it. Now here is your answer. Let's learn one more. That is, we will learn how to find the square of any number between 76 to 125. Okay. Now the formula is 100 plus 2x and x square. Now you can understand this x square is again going to be your right hand side, and this 100 plus 2x is going to be your left hand side. Okay. And I'm sure by this time you understand that x is the deficit or surplus when it is compared with 100. Earlier in the previous case we were comparing with 50. Now here we will be comparing with 100. Okay. Fine. Let a number be 106. Now we want to find the square of 106. Very easy. If you compare 106 with 100, so that means 106 minus 100 is going to be 6. Okay, so the value of say x square is going to be 36, right? Your right hand side answer is going to be 36. For left hand side, what we have to do? Very simple. 100 plus 2x. So 112, 2 steps, you get a square of 106, that is 11236. Hope it is easy. Let's do one more example. Now this time we want to find a square of 93. Okay. So here what we will do? We will subtract 100. So here we get minus 7. We will do the square. So minus 7 square, this is going to be 49. So 49 is going to be your right hand side. Okay. For left hand side, what we have to do? We have to subtract 2 into minus 7, that is 14. Okay. So 100 minus 14 is going to give you 86, right? So this 8649 is the answer. Easy. Have a look at one more example. If you want to find square of 119, so again we will compare with 100. 19 is the surplus. So 19 square is going to be 361. So 61 is going to be the right hand side. For left hand side, what we have to do? Again, what we will do? 100 plus 2 into 19, that is 38. So 138 and 3 is that carried forward. Okay. So this is 141. So 141 is going to be the left hand side. So that's it. 14161 is the answer. Let's do some exercises. Now if you have to find the square of 83 into 83, what we have to do? Compare with 100. So while comparing with 100, you get 17. So what will happen? 17 is square. So 17 square is 289. So naturally 89 is going to be the right hand side. 2 is the carried forward. And then what we have to do? 100 minus 17 into 2, that is 34, plus 2. Okay. That means 68. Similarly, if you have to find the square of 94, what we will do? Again, we will compare with 100, right? So while comparing with 100, we will get 6, that is minus 6. Your right hand side is going to be 36. And for left hand side, what we have to do? 100 minus 12, right? That is going to be 88. For 98, simple, your difference is going to be 2, right? So if you do the 2 square, that means it is going to be 4, but we have to write 2 digit, right? So your right hand side is going to be 04. Okay. And what we have to do? We have to subtract 2 into 2, that is 4 from 100. So this is 9604, right? So I'm sure all of you will be able to do it. Let's do it. Again, time is given 4 minutes, but I don't think so. It should take less than a minute. Have a look at the answer. That's all for today's session of Vedic Mathematics. Hope all of you have learned about the squaring techniques. The key of all these techniques is just to do practice. The more you will do the practice, the better it will be for you. See you in another session of mathematics. Thank you.